We heard stories of survival by those in the Aurora Theater, acts of heroism by those who rushed in to help. But today, things also getting heated in the courtroom. 7 News reporter Marshall Zellinger is live. Marshall, the defense are arguing that jurors have heard enough.
Yeah, we're hearing multiple survivors detail their injuries. And when we got back inside the courtroom after the lunch break, the defense argued to the judge that it's no longer necessary for the jury to hear any more about the injuries from the survivors because they don't dispute that the shooting and the injuries actually happened. Well, the judge disagreed and allowed that to continue. Before lunch, 2 survivors whose bones were shattered by bullets demonstrated and described what those different types of bullets sounded like.
To describe that for the record, it sounded like you were tapping out sort of 3-round bursts and then a little pause and then 3 more rounds. Is that fair?
To the best of my knowledge, yes.
Some of them, the more rapid fire would be like boom, boom, boom. And then the other ones would be more of the boom, boom, boom. So it'd be like shorter, like longer is the best way that I could describe it to you.
They were describing the difference between a semi-automatic rifle and a shotgun. Now, Joshua Nolan, one of those 2 victims, uses a cane when he walks. He was shot in the calf and in the arm. District Attorney George Brockler had him use that cane to demonstrate what he was seeing through the cracks of the chairs when he was down hiding during the shooting.
If my cane is the weapon, I can see him with the gun holstered up to his chest, and he was pointing down to the ground, looking for other people. Once the shooting began, the scream started, and to the time until I finally left and got into the hospital, the screams never end.
We had 10 witnesses take the stand today, and it ended about 45 minutes ago with an Aurora firefighter who was the one who had made the decision to transport victims to the hospital in Aurora squad cars. He also described having to go inside the theater and pronounce victims dead. He said he found one victim who he normally would try to revive, but because there were so many victims, he had to leave him and move to other victims. Reporting live, Marshall Zellinger, 7 News.
And as Marshall said, we heard today from different members of both Aurora Police and Aurora Fire, all of them describing what they saw, what they heard when they went inside the theater, and many of them getting emotional on the stand. One officer describing how things didn't get any easier even hours after the shooting.
There were several cell phones on the floor of the theater, in the stadium seating, near us, far away from us. There was a lot of cell phones in there. One by one, you could hear either a vibrate or a ring, like a ringtone, or songs that people had set for their ringtones that were ringing.
How long did that go on?
Intermittently throughout the period of time that I spent inside.
And you said you left around 4 in the morning?
Yes.
Was that still going on?
Yes.
A total of 10 people taking the stand today, among them 5 Aurora police officers and 2 Aurora firefighters. And 7 News will continue covering the trial every day. It's in session online. You can also watch it as it's happening through the 7 News app.